Well, welcome along to Hong Kong Direct, your weekly instalment of everything Hong Kong racing related, and plenty coming up on this week's show for you. Quite a bit to take a look at, and includes the second of our latest riders to join us here at the Hong Kong Jockey Club, Daniel Moor. We'll be hearing more from Daniel very shortly. A man who's had great success at the Spring Carnival in his native Australia in recent months. He'll be heading across to Hong Kong, and Living Legends will be taking a look at the glorious retirement that some of our legends from Hong Kong racing are now treated to over in Australia. So looking forward to taking a look at how they are getting on back in their retirement. Well, Daniel Moor is the second of two new jockeys making his way to Hong Kong. The first was Luke Curry. We heard from him last week, and well, now we can hear a bit more about Daniel.
Well, Nick, probably why not is more the question you've got to ask. It's, you know, the racing mecca of the world. It's the best jockeys, the best trainers, the best horses. It's just one big melting pot of that. So it's probably the ultimate test of your ability and resilience, and I was more than ready to accept the challenge. Yeah, look, I think the decision came at a really good time for me professionally. We're sort of heading into a bit of a lull, in a bit of a sort of holding pattern before the autumn sort of really cranked up. So it was a little bit of a quiet period, which made the decision a little bit easier for me. I think the harder part of the decision was, you know, if there was a difficult part of the decision, was the family sort of aspect. So once we got that over the line, it was you know, a no-brainer to head over at this point in my career.
Ruler the Inferno right down the centre. Wild Ruler and the Inferno. Wild Ruler just in front of the Inferno. Wild Ruler has won from the Inferno, trekking third, photo 4, Ballistic Lover.
Yeah, I guess not too dissimilar with the way that racing's sort of structured. Obviously, Hong Kong's probably on a much grander scale, but I think any Asian experience when you come to, you know, a melting pot like Hong Kong is going to be invaluable. Obviously, dealing with the horses that are trained at one facility, although I see at Chong Fei you've got the new facility here now, so dealing with that type of thing, dealing with, you know, ratings bands and things like that, and just focusing on, you know, one or two tracks is good, invaluable experience, and I think it seasoned me up a little bit for Hong Kong. Obviously, I'm under no illusion that it's a much greater challenge than Singapore, but I think it definitely helps. I realise it's going to be a massive challenge, but I really like that. I really like sort of getting back to the bottom of the pile, so to speak, and it gives you a good challenge to be able to work your way up. So, like I said, I'm under no illusions. It's taken, you know, a long time for riders to solidify themselves here. Blake Shin's really hitting his straps now. It took him a little while to get going. And other riders have come and gone that haven't done so well here and have done well in their own sort of backyard. So it isn't for everyone, but no, definitely looking forward to the challenge, and there's definitely no demons in the back of my mind about starting again and starting afresh. Yeah, I guess reading the room a little from outside the room, it appears that trainers are looking for lightweight riders with some more experience maybe than some of the claimers. The claimers are doing a great job holding the fort there on the lighter weights, but it appears as though what trainers are after at the moment here, and I'm hoping I can fill that void. So riding light, you know, comes pretty comfortably to me. Obviously, during the spring I ride much lighter than I normally would, but week to week in Australia, minimum's 54, and I do that quite comfortably. And thankfully, during my time in quarantine, albeit 5 days, I haven't got really heavy at all, so I've been able to keep a handle on that. Yeah, look, I think over my time as a rider, I sort of don't really achieve goals because they give you a finish line. I don't really want a finish line. I want to keep continuing and improving and building. And I think, last spring in Australia showed that as a jockey, I've got no real finish line. I just keep going. So I guess if you call them goals, maybe just to ride consistently and ride consistent winners, get going. To find a young horse on the up would be fantastic. I realise that's going to be extremely difficult given the stronghold that Zach, Joe and Karis appear to have with the expatriate riders. So, but yeah, to develop a young horse into a nice sort of cups horse would be fantastic.
Well, great to hear from Dan. Looking forward to seeing him in action here in Hong Kong. And sadly, he won't be out in time to ride at the Stewards' Cup meeting, but he will be shortly after. Many good horses have won the Stewards' Cup, though, down through the years. And now we can pay a visit to Living Legends over in Australia and catch up with some of our Hong Kong legends and how they are getting on in their retirement.
The connection with Living Legends and Hong Kong racing really goes back to 2007. Silent Witness was the absolute superstar of racing, and there's been a little bit of discussion back and forward, but I wrote the formal letter to Archie saying, the board would love to have Silent Witness come to Living Legends because we're the international home of rest for champion horses. The answer came back a resounding yes. So it really goes back to Silent Witness, Archie De Silva, and then Tony Cruz, the trainer. Tony loved the place, so that's where it all began, really. Silent Witness is getting a bit older. He's 22 now. He doesn't always know that he's 22. His biggest problem, really, in retirement is a bit like me. He puts on weight far too easily. This time of year on grass, he'll put on 20, 25 kilos in a month, and we really don't want that to happen. So at the moment, he's with Bullish Luck. They're in a separate, one of our smaller paddocks. Silent Witness was one of our first horses to be ridden here, so he used to do quite a bit of riding, but now at 22, we could put the saddle on and just take for a little walk around the park, but nothing too strenuous for him. If he needs a little bit more exercise, it'll be up to the horse walker, but no real big issues really with him. Bullish Luck is terrific. He's our horse Mountain, lovely big strong horse. When he first came, we gave him a good long break, and he's relaxed, loving his life with carrots, etc.
Genie, as we call him here, but I particularly like to call him my monkey because he still can be pretty cheeky. He did come here with a little bit of a reputation. I grew very fond of him very quickly. He's a good boy. Again, as I said, he did come with a reputation. So at the start, it was so-so. We were all kind of wary, making sure we had eyes on him. But now, honestly, I can say I love that horse to death now. Like, I'd do anything with him. He's so chill and he's so cruisy, and he very much knows that I'm his person now, to say the least. Like, as soon as he sees me walking down to his gate, he's coming over and he's like, oh, yep, it's my turn to come out now, and he walks over and he loves his job. Genie knows who he is. He thinks he's in and a bit. He came here from day one like, yep, this is my place. I run this joint, and as he knows he's in the top paddock up the front there, he'll always stand, have his little look around, and even when you're on him, taking him out somewhere, he has that nice, beautiful presence about himself, and he just, he owns the joint and he knows it.
Good Baba, not a big horse by any means. Very happy horse. That electrifying burst that he had, that's what seems to be one of the things that the people that come get up close with him and see him, they really love him from that point of view.
Good Baba, he's coming away from Armada. Bullish Luck into third, Joyful winner fourth, but Good Baba, he wins again.
Designs on Rome, very tough horse. Not a big bloke again. Loves his routine, likes people he knows. Another fantastic horse, and as you say, that just known for that tough durability, that run home. What you notice when you put a rider on him, he's just got this big, deep girth, and really he's got that big motor in there. That's what sticks out about him, I would guess.
Absolutely fantastic to catch up with some of our legends from Hong Kong, and they're absolutely enjoying their time over there at Living Legends. Many thanks to racing.com as well for that piece that they put together. Fantastic to see them all doing so well. And amazing to think Beauty Generation was only racing not that long ago. Let's take a look at the diary and what's coming up in the next few meetings here in Hong Kong. Sunday the 16th, we're at Sha Tin for a 10-race card. Back to Happy Valley on the 19th, and then the Centenary Sprint Cup at Group 1 level, and also the Stewards Cup coming up on the 23rd of January. So certainly looking forward to that, and all the big names will be invited to that party. Well, as we leave you on Hong Kong Direct this week, the classic replay is a Stewards Cup victory, and it was the second victory in the race for a certain Good Baba, who managed to win 2, and he did it in very good style.
1,000 metres to go in the City Stewards Cup, and it's Downtown the leader from Egyptian Ra, who rolls up to second. Green Birdie getting the run of the race in third, Sight Winner fourth, then Sunny King. Joy and Fun tracks a little bit wide from Excellent Boy, then Fellowship on the outside of Jackpot Delight. A length and a half then to Good Baba, 8 from the speed. Viva Pataka tracks him everywhere he goes. And about 20 lengths away then to Bullish Cash. 600 metres out. Downtown is the pace setter. By a length and a half over Egyptian Ra. Green Birdie in third, then Joy and Fun. We await for Good Baba and Viva Pataka to make their runs. Fellowship goes ahead of them. They're in the straight. Downtown tackled by Egyptian Ra. Green Birdie. Fellowship wider out. Good Baba rambling up now with Viva Pataka. 250 to go, and Good Baba sprinted to the lead. He left Viva Pataka in the dust. Then Fellowship, Egyptian Ra, Green Birdie and Sunny King. But it's the champion miler here in Hong Kong racing away. Good Baba from Fellowship, then Viva Pataka, and Good Baba wins it brilliantly.